Hi, this is Mabel's Tables, and I am making some jumbo apple pie muffins. And this is my jumbo muffin tin here. And I'm going to spray it with some spray, the Carlene Original Butter Flavor Spray, and I got that from Aldi. So I'm spraying my pan. Even though it is a no stick, I still spray anyway because these muffins are going to be extra rich. So I'm going to set that to the side and I'm going to start mixing so you'll know what I'm using. And you know, of course, I use self-rising flour. A lot of people don't like self-rising flour, but the point of it is, if you don't put any, you have to put salt and baking powder in regular, and self-rising flour already have it, so you don't have to go that way trying to put anything in it. Okay, so now I'm going to add this confectionery sugar because you know I cook with confectionery sugar, not with regular sugar. So what I'm putting in my muffins is going to be a ½ cup of confectionery sugar. And that is a ½ cup. Okay, and I'm going to put this back in my bag and put it over on the table here. And some of my sugar wasted out. So what I'm going to do is wipe that back off. Because I don't like a mess when I'm cooking. I have to try to clean it up as I go. I don't like for things to be messy and sloppy. So I try to clean it up as I go. So we got the ½ cup of confectionery sugar in here. And to the confectionery sugar, I'm going to add my butter flavor Crisco. This is what I go to for my butter flavor. And this I'm going to do 1/4 cup of butter flavor Crisco. That's 1/4 cup. And I use this spoon, so for me, that's 2 tablespoons full of, really full butter flavor Crisco, okay? ½ cup of confectionery sugar, 1/4 cup of butter flavor Crisco, because these are going to be muffins, not cookies, okay? And the muffins, I'm going to make them a little sweet because I got a sweet tooth today. And these are my apple pie jumbo muffins. Apple pie jumbo muffins. And what I'm doing, I'm stirring this up. I'm creaming my butter and sugar together. Okay. Getting it all creamed together. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2 eggs. 1 egg. And I'm going to mix that egg up before I add the other one. Okay. And this is what it looks like now. And I have 2 kind of mixers, but I like mixing with my hand. So now we're going to do another egg. And I had my eggs at room temperature. I had my eggs at room temperature. So I'm going to mix this egg up. Okay. I moved my other phone over here because we're expecting some calls. So, see how I'm beating that together there? And I got that all smooth. Okay. Now to that mixture, I'm going to add, and I'm getting my measuring spoons down off the cabinet. My son fixed it so it had a ring on it, and I could measure like that. So what I'm going to measure off is a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Half teaspoon of cinnamon, because it's going to be apple pie muffins. Half teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And I'm going to wipe that down because something spilled. And I'm wiping it down. And I'm going to stir the cinnamon in there. Okay. And then I'm going to add a whole teaspoon of vanilla flavor. Whole teaspoon of vanilla flavor. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor. Gonna put that to the side. Seal this back up. Put it back in. Okay. And next, I'm going to add my raisins. I have these little boxes of raisins that I get from Aldi's. And I found some at Rose's, the same thing. They were 99. They were $1, and Aldi's was 99. So it wasn't too much different in the price, just a penny. So, but I'm adding some raisins, and I'm going to tell you, I'm adding a half cup of raisins. I'm just getting them out of the little boxes, and I already added it up. It's going to be a half cup of raisins. A half a cup. I'm getting them all out now. Wasting them everywhere. But there, and my counter is clean. So and again, half cup of raisins. Okay. Let me move this out of the way because you can't see good when you have everything clogged up in your way. You move all your stuff as you go. There are my raisins in there, half cup. Next, I'm going to add, I usually do 1/4 cup of walnuts, but you can add the walnuts to your taste and how you want it. So this is how I like my walnuts. I love a lot of walnuts in my apple pie muffins. So now I got all that mixed together. Now I'm going to add my flour. And these are muffins. So I have my teaspoon to measure my flour. So that's 1 teaspoon, 2, 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons of flour, which is going to be 1/4 cup. When you check your measurements, you'll check and you'll know that I'm right. And I'm going to stir that in. But I'm not finished. This is just for the first time. I'm just stirring this in. I'm not finished. And this is what it looks like with 1/4 cup. Okay, that's my stove going off. So now I'm going to put in another half cup. So that's 3/4 cup. And I'm going to mix it up. Your muffins are supposed to be kind of coarse and dense. They're not supposed to be like cupcakes. They're supposed to be dense. And I'm making apple pie spiced muffins. Okay? So now I'm going to add a little water. 1/4 cup of water. And I'm going slow so you can know what I'm doing. And I've added my flour at intervals because I like to see what I'm doing. The main flour is going to end up being 2 cups. Okay? It's going to end up being 2 cups of flour. And these muffins are going to be loaded. So I'm adding in some more flour. So that should be my 2 cups. Oh, I'm sorry. My top was clean. It fell in the water, but I make sure everything is clean before I start using it. I wipe my bottles off, my tops off, because you never know what's going to fall where, and you don't want things falling in and it's dirty, okay? So, yeah, it fell in, but that's fine. It was clean. This is going to be my apple pie muffins. And muffins are not supposed to be really, really thick like cookies. So I'm putting in, it's going to be equal to a 1/2 cup of water. But when you're scratch baking, you really don't measure things. That's why a lot of people, when they scratch bake, they don't measure. They just fix things as they taste and what it looks like to them and what they like. And that's how people scratch bake, because you really don't know what you're going to put in it or how. You just mix it, taste it, and you go along as you go. That's it right there. So this is what it's supposed to look like, okay? Look, see how that looks? I'm going to let you look in there. Those, the raisins, the nut, the cinnamon, the water, the 2 eggs, and 2 cups of flour. See how that looks? Now I'm going to just taste it. It is sweet enough with that 1 cup. I'm sorry I hit the camera, so I'm going to put this to the side. And now I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to open my can of apples. This is what I'm going to make that apple pie muffin with. Let me wipe down the counter once again, and I'm going to open this up. I hope everything is going okay with you today. I pray that God has kept you and your family, that you all are not in grieving or anything, and that the Lord has brought you surely through. So I got my giant muffin tin back, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put some of my batter in the bottom like this. And I'm going to wipe that off because it fell on there. And I had to get another spoon, so I went over to get another spoon for the apples. Now what I'm going to do is take some of this apple pie filling. I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to take some more batter, put that there. I'm just making a mess here, and I don't like to make messes, just dropping everywhere. So I'm going to push it up a little closer. And I'm going to put some more batter over that. And we're going to get some more apple pie. There you go. Right here. And we're going to do this. And that's one muffin. It's gonna go up high like this over the pan. So now we're gonna fill the other one up. Put a little on the bottom. A little apple pie. Some more here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish filling those up, and then I'll come back and let you see them before I put them in the oven. Okay, we got them all panned up, and this is what they look like. I'm going to wipe it down and put it in the oven. And as soon as it comes out, I'll come back and let you see the final results. They are out of the oven, and this is what they look like. Apple pie jumbo muffins. I got to let them cool off. I tried to take one out for you to see all the good stuff in there, but it was so hot. See the steam coming from it? It's too hot. I got it out too early because you know you got that apple in there and all that stuff. So when it cools off, it comes out of the pan real easily. But I got to let it cool off. It is still hot. I just want you to see what they look like. My apple pie muffins. And this is one that I took out, but I took it out too early because I just wanted to show it to you. Want you to see the texture of, this is the texture of it. But it's a big, big muffin, but it tore up because it's too hot. And so I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat that. And I'm going to let these cool down. And when they cool down, they are easy to get out. All you have to do is take your little spatula and go around. And they come out very easily. And you can also, once they cool completely, you can turn them over on a tray and they will pop right out. They do not stick. I like this pan. It does not stick. This is Mabel's Table saying thank you so very much for looking at my apple pie muffins. I hope you make you some. Don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself, and always know that God is in large and in charge. Mabel's Table saying adieu.